And then when I come to your elephant and your crocodile and your CEO, and then you always say that your brain starts in your butt. And then my ultimate favorite entertainment always is to tell the new teachers that. And then the first timers at Shelanti, the children, when we do our theme is emotional intelligence, I said to them that your brain is in your butt. And then they would, no, Mrs. Kempen, no. And then again, because this year on Keller Education, you've got all those resources that supports what you say. So again, you say it starts in your butt, and then you also say, you know why? Because the brain needs oxygen, the brain needs this, and then there's that whole science that you explain behind it, but again packaged in a way. So then I'll say to the, so now some teachers don't listen, You know what a headmaster is like. Teachers don't listen. So now I sit here and I watch and I see an hour has gone past. Nobody has been outside, our school is small enough. So now I know I need to make the children my spy. I said, listen, if your teacher hasn't given you a brain break, in 20 minutes, if your butt hasn't moved, you come and tell me, okay? Because you all know that your brain is in your butt.
Excellent.
So they're the whistleblowers,
Yeah. And my experience is that teachers actually appreciate, because we sort of get sidetracked, and we've got all this amazing stuff we want them to do, but we forget that they're having to use that incredible amount of energy to process all this information that we're giving them, and they just need someone to say, "Hey, ma'am, we need to move." Good.
Yes.
Let's go.
My butt needs to move. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you package this whole emotional intelligence thing into crocodile and in elephant and in CEO. And since then, and I know you saw this when you came, we've pasted these on the desks of the little kiddies,
Correct.
And then in the mornings, they gauge, so they've got this little peg here to see, okay, where am I? Okay, so this one has got his CEO, in his CEO brain, so we're ready to go type of thing, And you know what? Also, the phenomenal value of this that I found out in years only, it didn't come, after your first or second talk, is that in a way you take away that reaction of the child away from the child. If you understand what I'm saying. So now they will say, my crocodile was out. It's not a punishment to the child or you know what I'm trying to say. So now it's not you. Woo, you didn't, the crocodile wasn't happy.
Yeah. And what's so beautiful, Deirdre, is that is how we as humans are designed. We're designed to have a crocodile to keep us alive.
Yeah.
So it's not that we've done something wrong. It's just that we haven't been able to control it in that particular environment. And that's part of growing up. And so the more opportunity we get. And I mean, the fact that they see it visually on their desk every day. And that's what I just love about that peg on there, because they are being able, what they call, become self-aware. So they are aware the whole time on that scale of crocodile, elephant, CEO, where they are processing data. And the moment they can clip onto the crocodile and say, I'm sorry, I reacted. And my crocodile, I lost control. My brain, my thinking brain lost control of my survival brain, thinking that I was under attack, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
Just that experience of being able to say that is what many adults today can't say.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that you teaching so-called children with learning challenges these vital life skills just blows my mind in terms of what you've achieved at that school of yours.
Yeah, and it like I said, it is a question of, or even, they'll say, I feel my crocodile coming out, or I feel, and then we'll say, so the wheel of choices at the top, and then we'll say, you've got 10 choices now. So that crocodile needs to be safe now. So make a choice now, type of thing. So, and what, Gavin? I've I've also, in the years that I've listened to you several times about it, I just realized how much parents come to a school like ours with their crocodiles, very much present.
Yeah.
Because that part of your brain, like you say, designed to protect you, has now been hurt or has now been disillusioned. And now you get this parent whose defenses are very much up,
Correct.
and
Correct.
then it even made sense to me in terms of adults, because I mean your that brain fight or freeze, and I'll often say to the staff, but our job at Shelanti is to make that parent feel safe.
Correct.
And the moment that parent feels safe, we won't see those defenses, and all of this just, and because I think I'm a visual learner, I see and recognize, and then also impart that knowledge, that emotional intelligence knowledge to my staff. Because as a teacher, I think it's so easy to take things personally or be just despondent. And to think I've put everything in, and this parent just keeps on and on and on. And then I could say, but remember, this parent has been hurt so many times, or this parent has been, that brain, all the brain is doing all the time is saying, protect, 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 protect. It's going to take time.
It is. And the only way we do that is through relationship. So it's about, it's what they call PERMO, is that positive emotions, that engagement, that relationship, making meaning of what's happening, and then acknowledgement. And what I've had to learn is that a simple message to that angry parent is, I hear what you're saying. Not, I'm going to do as you say, not, I'm going to grovel before you, not, you can beat me to death with what you're saying. I hear you're upset. I hear it. And that's all they wanted to know, and we can work from here, but I hear where you are. And that's really hard for us teachers who like to be in control of everything,
Yeah. And also, I think feeling the pressure of wanting to fix this or wanting to make it right, and then, and not being able to, and then realizing, but it's going to take the time that it's going to take. And you need to have grace for yourself as much as you need for the child or the parent, But this has been, this is really, and then I'm not even talking about children with anxiety or depression.
Yeah. This is just normal children. Yeah.
Then I'm not even talking about, and now we're writing exams at the moment, so it's very, our exams, I'm writing on iPads. It's not a stressful thing, but it is stressful. And this morning in the staff room again, we spoke about a specific child being so stressed. And again, I said, but remember what we said about a functioning child. A functioning child feels safe and loved. So if you have to give that child an example to that question, do it.
Absolutely. Because what you're actually doing, and I'm working with a school at the moment where we're taking the word assess and evaluate out, and we're replacing with not feedback, but feed up. The lovely Afrikaans word opvoeding, the feed up and the feed forward. So here's some feed forward for you because the reason we do this is not to give you a mark on what you know. We do this in order to show you what the next steps are. So it's the feeding forward. So there should be no stress in assessment, because all we're doing is seeing what are the next steps we've got to take in order to help you achieve your goal. And that is, it's such a simple switch, but it fundamentally changes the concept of anxiety in assessment.
And the perception of the child, because I think the two of us can have hours of debate about the system in South Africa that is assessment-based, the educational system that is assessment-based. So here we can talk hours and hours about the fact that teachers teach to assess.